Okay, welcome to another edition of Chris Does a Build. This one was the one I was texting you about today. I've just got on, so my intrigue's got the better of me to see if it'll actually make sense and work. So, based on the other ones, the weapon damage shield didn't really perform that great, and the two foundry was okay, but I still think there was room for improvement. And like I said today, I think the four foundry might be good. So, ta-da! I have also a very similar foundry combo. Um, the only difference from playing the other day is that rather than try and heal my shield even more, I'm going to just try running a drone with this one. So my theory is that it'll be firing and I can use it to keep away the drones and stuff, because I did find that without a turret or a drone there was nothing defending me. So I'm going to put that on to try and defend me while I'm in the thick of it. That's the theory. So if it does work, that means the other videos that we've been doing have helped. Um, a little bit of why, so I'm using technician because you get an extra skill tier. So here I have 5 blues and 1 yellow, which means I'm going to end up with 6 blues and 2 yellows because it pushes up a skill tier. So in that sense, it's pretty good. Um, I've stacked as much armor as I can wherever I could, and wherever I couldn't get armor, I've gone for mainly skill damage. I don't have enough materials to roll crit chance off this, but when I do, I'll probably roll skill haste or skill damage there. Um, I'm running with this on the backpack, so I know when I was talking before, I was like, you could use Overlord because you'll get some extra weapon damage for your rifle, or even the Walker Harris, that you'll get the extra weapon damage. But just on the way that the other builds have worked, with this one I'm getting extra skill haste, and I already had good skill damage on that. And again, the shooting an enemy is going to increase my weapon damage. So uh, sorry, it's going to increase my skill damage. So if I've got the turret on this time, try to defend myself. At least that actually might get to a point where it's not just a water pistol and a distraction. And between that and me firing, I'm hoping that I could do some business. And because this is a shield, I'm going to be slow moving. That if I need to send my drone out just to weaken someone before I get to them, that's the whole theory. There's not a lot more. I have perfect Vanguard on. This was the one that I was talking about. So because this is definitely going to be more of a group build, even though I think that this will get to a point where you can solo a lot better than some of the other builds. This one, you're going to be invulnerable for 5 seconds, so you're going to be pretty mighty with that. And if you can get into the habit of throwing it away, putting it back on before they destroy it, my thinking is that every time you deploy it, you're invulnerable for 5 seconds. So that learning of shield down, shield back up to me is deploying a shield. So I'm going to try and test that a little bit. I'm probably going to get myself killed doing it, but that way my thinking is that nobody can hit me for 5 seconds if I chuck it away and put it back on. And the good thing is that it actually grants 50% of your armor as a bonus to all other allies for 20 seconds. So if this becomes one of the group things on, say, the legendaries that we do together, like if we're combining some of these builds that we're doing, like this would be a fantastic piece, particularly say like with the status build that does that incredible damage, but is really really lacking in any type of armor. That literally as soon as you deploy your shield, that status build is going to get 50% of your armor, which then makes that status build a completely viable build. So like try to tie some of these builds together as well is going to be pretty important. So rather than carry on waffling and as soon as I run out of here get instantly killed, I'm going to give this a go and we'll see if we've improved or made a worse build. I'm kind of quietly confident about this, so I really hope this works. I did think I was, by stacking it this way, I'd end up with more base armor. Maybe my rolls aren't very good, but I suppose 1.8 million is okay. I'm still using the Crusader because I do still want to be able to put out a bit of damage as well. Sorry, just checking my mods there. Okay, right. Let's see how this goes. So just to be fair, we'll do this one on the same difficulty. And we'll see how we get on. Not really sure how to play this, so I've kind of got my drone that's a bit attacking. With the shield, I'm going to probably be in their faces a little bit more. I don't know if I should drop back, if I should stand and hold my ground. But this might take a couple of goes, but we'll give it a go, eh? We'll see how this goes. Now, do I push on? What do I do here? Okay, so I've got my drone. Let's see just how well I do. Okay, so not particularly a lot of weapon damage at the minute. Drone isn't doing an awful lot, but they are certainly not coming near me. My drone hasn't got absolutely blasted to death, so it's gone now. Now, it's on cooldown there. My shield's lasting pretty good there. So I don't want to fall back too much because I just want to see exactly. So now I can get my drone up. And my drone... Actually, one tip that you didn't know with probably know with the drone, if you double tap the same shoulder button that it's on, see that white line? I can actually bring it back to me. So unfortunately they've blown it up before it got back here. Okay, that was okay weapon damage. You can see there my shield's not even getting a scratch there. So let's try getting it. Ooh. Okay, so we've thrown the shield away. Let's get this on, and according to this, I should now be invulnerable for 5 seconds. So my drone means that. I'm losing my shield in a minute, so I'm going to throw it away. I'm going to put it back out. I don't think that was 5 seconds. Okay, let's try and... Okay.
Agent deceased.
Okay, so really lacking in damage, but I can survive a whole lot better there, so there's definitely some pluses in that one. The drone was, yeah, I'm not sure how useful, but that was positive. I'm kind of, I reckon I could learn a bit of playstyle for that, so just, let's mix this up a little bit just to check. So, is that the only Walker Harris I've got? So let's have a look. So this one, whenever you're in with it, and I'm going to get my bonus armor, but this one now has got the weapon damage rather than the skill damage in it, so let's stick a mod back on there. That one will do. So technically I should still be running now with the same amount of armor because I haven't changed anything apart from my skill piece. So same armor, but this time my weapons should do a little bit more. The only problem is now I'm going to be losing a bit of my power out my drone. But to be fair, it wasn't doing that much. It did last. It was more of a nuisance. But yeah, let's see what the difference is in this. Am I still on there? Now I have to say, like compared with the survivability on the other tanks that we had, that was a big jump. Like even though I was fannying around at the end. Definitely lacking a bit of weapon, but again, if you was looking at this as a build that just got battered, you'd probably say that there wasn't a lot in there. It didn't last that long. But if you was thinking about that, if you were in a group there, and while everyone was getting distracted by me and I was being able to stay alive, and you and Jeremy were shooting and putting them down, it becomes like a very good build then in like that situation. But let's see how we get on with this. So this time I'm not going to actually throw my drone out until they start rushing me. So I'm going to use this because this should power up my drone a little bit as well. So I'm going to fall back a little bit to fight them in these trees. We'll see. Okay, so we've got a rusher. Shield up. Okay, you can already see that. I'm doing a lot more damage.
Serious trauma detected.
Okay, still
Vital signs 0.
massively lacking in any type of weapon damage there. So the other option there would be to run an overload. I don't think I have an overload backpack. But the one good thing there is loads more of survivability there. I think I could probably play that a little bit better. So I'll see, do I have an overload still in here? I very much doubt it. So just because the turrets also pack a punch, let's give this a go. So that is that modded correctly. Damage, health, scale, haste. Okay, so we'll stick with the weapon damage, I think. Do you know what? No, I won't. I'm gonna stay there. I think I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna try going with this skill damage a little bit more this time again. Probably a big mistake. I'm using the harmony because that should power my turret up a little bit again. There's the option to switch this up to the much bigger shield again to get even more armor, but that would mean me switching to a pistol, and unfortunately I'm not as lucky as you to have the Liberty pistol. So saying that, I might give it a go in a minute just so you can compare, but for the time being I'm going to go and get myself killed. The other option would to make this even tankier would be to put on the artificer so you're healing your shield constantly as well, or something like a fixer drone, that type of thing. But I still kind of want to feel like I'm involved in the game and not completely just stand there taking bullets. So let's try and help him out. Okay, so I've lost my I don't know, skills out, so I'll go for... So you can see I haven't really changed a lot in the gear. I've actually gone back to less weapon damage, but just changing to that assault turret there has made a huge difference. Like, I still think I'll get overrun in a minute, but I can already tell for certain that the assault turret is definitely a better option than...
Vital signs critical. Agent deceased.
So as soon as my turret went there, that just literally overran me, and I just can't quite do enough damage. But I think I'm happy with where that is now. A couple of better rolls, I might tweak a few bits, but definitely as part of a group there, I'm going to be staying alive a hell of a lot longer with a small bit of support from the rest of the team. And every time I put that shield out, everyone's going to be tankier as well. So like I said, I'm not going to be able to clear this section with that build, but if you imagine working as a team, that would actually be brilliant. When you've got other people and they're firing at for everyone else, and you can keep picking them off with your shield and surviving, that would, as a group build, that would be a really good build. Now it's much better than where I was last time. I could try healing a bit faster, but I don't think that will make any difference. I'll give it a go just to see if what the difference is again. So this is more weapon damage. So where is it? 5% on the backpack. I did think I could change something else a second ago, but I can't remember what it was. So this is on... Oh, I was going to try a full shield, wasn't I? And if that's the case... yeah, let's give that a go. Nah, do you know what? Let's do this first. It's all part of the experiment. So what we got now? Legendary. So this is same build, turret, but now I have more weapon damage. So I have the harmony to increase the damage of my skills, and I have the M1A because it does the most damage. So I'll try and play this exactly the same to be fair. So turret up. Ah, beaten by a tree.
Agent killed.
So that was one of those points that if I hadn't have ran, I probably would have lasted a little bit longer there. I just thought I could get back and heal up. But you can see there the actual weapon damage. I think if I was going to run that, I probably would actually keep that with the weapon damage. I think that's probably the best of all the builds so far. So I'm actually gonna
Agent in need of backup.
overwrite that one. So I think that's okay. And I think the last thing to try here is just that's the big one in it. So if we was doing that, and there's no point in, well, I would get weapon damage. But pistol wise, so this one I can have. So is that 152? Get off that one. That one gives me 6 shots. Is there anything else? 126. The RPM's good. Man, my pistols are rubbish. But I'll give it a run out for you because you've got the Liberty pistol, so this is now bordering on a shield build, which it kind of isn't too far off anyway. But it's definitely now more shield than so is it? That's pistol in it? Just pistol. Okay, so it comes back straight away. And I might just try a different tactic on this bit. So I'm going too far back because I'm going to have a shield, so let's see. Game on! Haha! So it's going to 4 seconds just to get that turret back. Let's push on a little bit. Okay. So I'm chucking that away because I'm hoping that then I get my 5 seconds of That's what I love about the turret. I didn't even know they were behind me. Man, great survivability.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Ah, come on, power up. Ah, I didn't see I was so low.
Zero.
You can see there, that was well good. I was not expecting that. The pistol's a little bit fiddly, and I don't have the liberty, but I think that's the way I would run that. Yeah, that was good. All right, well, look, tons of options there for tankiness. I think based on that, I would be going full shield pistol. It was doing pretty much as much damage as the weapon things. He was getting that back pretty well. I mean, that's legendary, so it's incredibly hard anyway. So if I can kind of cope with that much, like those guys got behind me, if I'd have dropped back a little bit further so they couldn't, I reckon I would have probably lasted longer again. But yeah, some more food for thought. Happy days. I think that's my tank build side. I just need to somehow get the Liberty pistol, and no, I'd be pretty happy with that.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
Right. Hope that helped.